I'd like to now introduce Ted Kirscher. He's the Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for Landrum Human Resources. Ted, it's all yours.
Thank you, Bill. I do want to welcome you this morning. We've got a very extensive program for you. We want to thank WSRE for partnering with us and allowing us to have the seminar in this very lovely facility. It's brought to you by Landrum Human Resource Companies. We have Britt Landrum, our President and CEO, with us this morning. Thanks for being here. And as well as O'Sullivan Creel. Very happy to have Mort and Larry with us from O'Sullivan and others here. We're going to be talking, I'll be talking about the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, also commonly known as the stimulus package. Amy Remington, who is our internal counsel with Landrum Companies, is going to talk to us about both current labor law, some things that have already happened, and sort of give you a look into the future about some things that might happen. And then Larry and Mort are going to talk to us about some specific work within the stimulus package itself. So there's the official name, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. The act is 407 pages long. It's available for downloading if you're interested in reading the entire act. However, we're going to highlight for you what we think are some of the key provisions of the act this morning. I'll also tell you that you have extensive material in your packages. So the highlights of the presentations that we'll be giving this morning, you already have available to you in your handout. I'm going to be focusing on a key provision of the act as it relates to the human resources side, and that's about COBRA. COBRA is an acronym. There is what COBRA stands for, the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act of 1985, signed by President Reagan. And one of the key provisions of COBRA that we've had since 1985 is the ability for employees, once they leave service, to continue their health insurance coverage. The provision as it was signed into law in 1985 was that the employee was responsible for paying the entire premium of their health coverage, generally speaking, for up to 18 months. So we've had COBRA since 1985, and that's been the practice up until this point. Well, that all changed on February the 17th of this year, when the stimulus package was passed. And it had one very important provision that changed COBRA. And the February 17th date is significant because a key provision to this act kicked in 60 days after the President signed the bill. So that means on April 17th, there are key provisions which you, if you have a health plan, are responsible for implementing with your organization. That change was a subsidy. Remember, I said in the beginning that under the old terms of COBRA, the employee was responsible for their entire health premium. The stimulus package changed that. It says the employee is eligible for a 65% federal subsidy. And that's the key provision. The thought was, because unemployment benefits typically, you would consume most of your unemployment benefits paying your health premium. That was really sort of the logic behind why this COBRA change was made, to allow a 65% subsidy to take effect.